What's going on, everybody? It's Stas here. So today I want to go over 5 stocks I'm watching now as we're getting into the weekend. One of these I already have some money in, so we'll break that down. And I also want to go over what I'm looking at in terms of the futures. We'll take a look at the S&P, the Dow, the NASDAQ, gold, silver. We'll talk a little bit about the VIX. So sit back, relax, take a sip of your coffee, and let's get it started, guys. The market is about to open in 1 minute, so we'll get some live action here. And overall, S&P futures, they are up a decent amount. They're up 0.3%, up over $12 right now, and they're almost at 4,200 points. That is absolutely insane. And we have the NASDAQ 100 futures. What are they doing? They're up 0.2%, up about 30 points, and the Dow futures, they're up 0.35%, up about 120 points. And I believe the futures, if you guys were watching it overnight, the futures, they were actually down a little bit. You guys can see on the intraday chart. Let me see if I can pull that up. Yeah, you can see they were down a bit here. S&P got to 41.56, but wow, holy crap, look at this now. We're tuning that up, turning it up. Holy crap, why is it moving like this? There must have been a catalyst that just came out or something. Markets, volume's kicking in. There we go. Markets opening. You can see that. Look at all that volume kicking in. That's why we're moving up aggressively right now. 41.78. And in general, guys, I mean, the bulls are still in charge. There's no doubt about that in my mind. We just hit an all-time high right now as we speak, 41.87, almost 4,200 on the S&P. NDX, let's take a look at what that just hit. 40, what's that at? Almost all-time high. It's at 14,036. And the Dow's probably at all-time high right now. Let's check that. Yeah, 34,000 almost. Well, now it is 200 points. So all-time high on, well, now probably the NASDAQ 100 in a second. Dow and the S&P here at market open. Now NDX is slowly going red, so that is something worth monitoring here on Friday for sure. Do we get a pullback in tech? That could be possible, considering we did see a lot of the tech stocks heat up the past couple of days. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. As always, overall, you could make a case we are overbought. I've said that before. I'm still sticking to that. On the 4-hour, we're overbought on every chart pretty much, especially the S&P. So I'd love to see a pullback, but in the short term, we're not getting that pullback yet. So we have to be patient and not short the markets or not jump into puts just because we want the markets to go down. We have to wait for the confirmation. And honestly, I believe that'd be anything under 41.30, 41.20, 41.40 on the S&P. If we were to dump under that, that'd be a confirmation. Hey, maybe we're selling off from there, maybe a bit of profit taking. If SPY were to get under 412, that'd be the same trigger for me. And QQQ, if this were to, let's say, start taking out 330, what was it? 338. That was the high from back in the middle of February. If we broke under that, we might be seeing some selling in the short term. So again, what do you guys think? Let me know down below in the comments as always. And let's go over some stocks now that I'm watching today. There's 5 on my list, and we'll probably add some more to this list. So let's get to it and make sure you guys stick till the end and hit that like button if you all are enjoying the video. That's super important, and it really helps me out, and I do appreciate you guys for just tuning in general. That means a lot. So number 1, we have Morgan Stanley. You guys know we've had the banks report this week. JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, Bank of America, Wells Fargo. Now we have Morgan Stanley, right? Morgan Stanley was at $86 a couple weeks ago, about a month ago at this point. Excuse me, guys. And now we're down to about $81. And currently the stock's up 52 cents, up over 0.6%. And you may be asking yourself, Stas, what did they report? Well, I'm going to tell you right now. EPS came in at $2.22 versus $1.70. That beat. And all the banks have beat, at least the ones I've been tracking here in the U.S. All the banks have done well in terms of earnings. Goldman Sachs, for sure, the best out of the banks. And Morgan Stanley, hey, this did pretty well as well. BDPS revenue came in at $15.7 billion versus $14.09 billion estimated. So beat EPS, beat revenue, and the stock's looking pretty bullish if you ask me. I mean, This chart looks very similar in a sense to Goldman Sachs chart. Look at GS, guys. Let me pull that up. You guys can see Goldman Sachs uptrending overall, and we just broke out of the wedge just now, and we're actually trending up today, up 1%, so this will definitely be one worth watching too. You guys see that on Goldman Sachs. You see the same thing on Morgan Stanley, right? We are uptrending. We broke out of the wedge recently. We're trading above the moving averages, both of the moving averages. So this is a good sign, and I think if $82 can break, which was resistance back in the end of March, also it was support in the middle of March. If 82 breaks, I think we're going to fill the gap to $85, $84, heck, maybe even $86. So I'm watching that for Morgan Stanley. I'm setting an alert here at about $82. And like I've mentioned so many times on the channel recently especially, I'm not buying these for long term, the banks at least, right? I'm looking at them more as short-term trades. So I'm going to put that alert on Morgan Stanley at $82. We'll see if we catch a move on that. And Cisco, CSCO, is another one I'm watching. They just got upgraded, and now they're ripping up even higher. They got upgraded, let me take a look at this, to outperform by different analysts. Oh, Morgan Stanley. There you go, guys. Morgan Stanley adjusted it from $54 a share to $57. Wolf Research upgraded it to $63. So a lot of upgrades this morning, outperform ratings, overweight, whatever. And it's looking bullish if you ask me. I mean, look at this, guys. We're breaking out of the wedge. Very clear. We're above both moving averages. Like I said, today we're up over 2.3% with we're only 5 minutes into the session right now. So I believe that Cisco, yeah, there's going to be some more upside. I think it's going to take the highs out, and this is definitely a buy the breakout candidate. Not telling you to buy the breakout. I'm just thinking in my head, if I was in Cisco, or I'm not even in Cisco now, and let's say I wasn't in Cisco, it doesn't matter. If I'm looking at Cisco here, I would be buying the breakout. And again, I'm not in it right now, but if I were to buy Cisco, I would be buying this breakout, right? And I think 55, 56 is where it could be going. And you might be asking yourself, Stossen, why don't you just buy Cisco? Well, I might, and the truth is I have a lot of money tied up in other swings, and if I didn't, Cisco would probably be on the list. But as of now, I'm just watching it, and by list, I mean the ones I own. And DraftKings is one I do own. You guys know, especially on my Patreon, you guys know that I've been buying, I bought DraftKings yesterday, right? And I put all my buy and sell alerts on Patreon. And, DraftKings, it's up 3.6% today. Talk about timing. I bought this at $57.90. I bought an initial position, a good chunk there. And after hours, we got news that DraftKings is renewing its role as the league's the NFL's official daily fantasy sports partner. It will integrate content across NFL media properties, including a prominent presence on the NFL Red Zone channel. So this came out. Talk about perfect timing. After hours, the stock popped to $61, and it's still in this wedge, so it's not breaking out quite yet, but I believe we might be breaking out next week. I think next week could be the week we end up taking this out, and we're not there yet, so I'm not jumping the gun quite yet. But if we're able to take out, let's say, $62, maybe I buy into that breakout as well. Kind of like I'm not telling you guys to do anything, but I'm saying, Cisco, hey, that'd be one I'd buy the breakout in. This also, DraftKings, is for sure one I'd buy the breakout in. So happy about that. I'm up already about, almost $2 a share. I'm not really planning on selling today at all. In fact, I'm swinging this for a couple weeks at least, like I said. And who knows, if it goes to 65 quickly, 64 quickly next week, maybe I do dump the shares. And that's my average price, or not my average price, my initial sell target is at about 64, 65. So if it were to get there, I'd probably end up dumping out of DraftKings, or maybe half of the position. We'll see how it goes down. So I like DraftKings here. I'm happy about that. I think this company is fantastic. I've talked about it a lot in the past. No need to talk too much about it again, guys, right? And if you want to check out my video from yesterday about 3 beaten down stocks to buy now, DraftKings was one of them. I'll link that down below in the description, and there's 2 other ones that I'm not mentioning today, so make sure to go check that out to see those stocks. And another stock here is AG, First Majestic Silver. This one is, well, it was breaking out pre-market. Now we're seeing a massive red candlestick. That sucks, guys. It was up pre-market at 1745. Now it's at 1675, so it dropped 4%. So some profit taking there on AG. I was thinking that gap up pre-market was indicating a breakout of the overall wedge on the 4-hour here. And it still could indicate that, but the fact that we're seeing heavy selling, that's not the best sign. I would have liked to see a bigger pump at market open. That would have been way more bullish. So for AG, we're creeping out of the wedge. That is a good sign. But we need to take the highs out from earlier in April. That's at about 1750, 1760. So I'm not touching this thing until it breaks that. So I'm going to put an alert, probably even higher. Actually, no. Let's put it at 1760. If it could take 1760 out, ultimately get above $18, I think this is breakout. It's going to be in breakout territory. So AG, I really like this stock, guys. I like silver stocks in general, and gold stocks as well. I own some of those. I mean, we've talked about them before, and they're having a good day as well today. You know, GOLD is one that I own. I've been buying that one. You know, this is up 0.6% today. It's doing well again. GDX is definitely up again. Let's take a look at what that's doing. Okay, that's up 0.4%. So these are a couple of gold, silver oriented stocks I'm looking at. And the last one for this video, guys, AMC. AMC was gapping up. Now it's not gapping up again. Well, it's not gapping up anymore. Wow, look at that, guys. So I take this back. Dang it. This is this moved down quick. That's what happens when you're doing these videos at market open, guys. Sometimes when you're looking at the stocks pre-market, it changes very quickly. This was up. It was gapping up pre-market. I thought it was going to take out my price alert at 1025. Now it's at 950. The stock dumped a crap ton, down 5-6%, but it's not game over for AMC yet. I think I'm still going to put my alert at 1025. I think if we could take this level out, the 180 moving average on the 4-hour chart, right around 1025, that is where we're going to see a nice pop on AMC. We just need to wait for it and be very, very patient. And looking at the other stocks here on my watch list, what's green today? Nothing much. I mean, look at this, guys. Let me move my face so you guys can see this. This is my watch list, right? Bunch of stocks on this watch list. We have, wow, Workhorse is the greenest stock on the list today. What do you know? Then we have Coinbase. Oh, okay, let's do Coinbase. Coinbase is up 1.5%. Looks like it is holding on to that 310 level of support. That's a good sign, guys. Maybe we see a rip on Coinbase today. Maybe back up to the mid 300s. I mean, that'd be kind of awesome. You know, that'd be a nice trading opportunity, I feel like. And like I've mentioned, you know, Coinbase is one that I'd be buying as a long-term position. Anything under 300 I think is attractive. You know, 250 would be awesome. Not sure if we get there, but that'd be great. And I'm looking at it now, and I've put some thought into this over the past couple of days. I'm looking at this as more of a trade right now. You know, I'm being very disciplined with my long-term position here on Coinbase because, look, guys, the company's great, but there are some risk factors. Competition's coming in. Bitcoin could collapse, and I'm not saying it's going to, but it could take a big hit that hurt Coinbase. So I want to get a good price on my long-term shares for me to get in, because price is what you get, value, or rather, price is what you pay, value is what you get. So the lower the price, the better the risk reward is for any stock, not just Coinbase, and the better the deal is at the end of the day, the more value you get. So we're going to wrap it up there. I hope you all enjoyed it. Markets are looking green. You know, they're pushing up green now with about 10 minutes into this session. And yeah, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Hope you all, again, enjoyed this. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. And I'm actually putting this on the YouTube channel. This is typically a Patreon exclusive video. I do this every Monday through Friday on Patreon every morning. So if you guys do enjoy content like this, check out my Patreon. That is linked right down below. You get buy and sell alerts, call outs, morning update videos, a lot of value there on Patreon, guys. I'm putting a ton of work there. So check that out. That's linked down below. I'll catch you all later on. Hope you all, again, enjoyed this video. Keep crushing the markets out there. Good luck, guys. Stay safe as well. Peace out.